Hey guys, Sarah here. It's a very nice Saturday night in September where it's 65 degrees and just lovely. The girls are just out and about getting some final free range time in before sunset, which is in about 2 minutes. They'll start to put themselves to bed for the night. And life's pretty good for the girls. They got to pretty much spend all day outside. I only had to chase them out of the neighbor's yard twice, so a good day. And they just got finished eating a nice helping of leftover table scraps. Hash browns and mac and cheese, which they absolutely loved. If you are thinking about getting free-range chickens, you may not need a compost bin because your chickens actually can eat quite a bit of your table scraps and you don't have to throw it away. So here's a list of some surprising human foods that chickens not only enjoy but are good for them. Get out of my video! Come on! So one of the things that we typically give them is our breakfast leftovers, which consist of leftover eggs, which, yes, you can give eggs to chickens. There's actually some benefit for them eating their own eggs, whether they're cooked or not. Hash browns, which they love them because of the carbs and the starch. But also one of the things that chickens do enjoy is leftover breakfast sausage. So chickens are actually omnivores. They're scavengers. So a lot of the grubs and the worms and things that they're eating from the ground give them a lot of protein. So things like breakfast sausage or little bits of like leftover sandwiches and things like that, chickens actually really love, especially leftover salmon. Our girls go crazy for leftover salmon. You wouldn't think a chicken would actually want to eat a salmon, but they definitely recognize the nutrition in that, and they go crazy whenever I bring that frying pan out. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, pretty much just about anything is fair game. What I have found that the chickens don't really like are bananas or apples or apple cores. My one chicken, Noodle, absolutely hates anything that's juicy or messy. She likes dry treats for the most part, but the other two, they love berries, blueberries, strawberries. They really love cantaloupe and watermelon in the summer months. Vegetables, they really don't care for green beans. They kind of just ignore them. Carrots too. I've heard tomatoes aren't the best to give chickens, so I've never tried that. And to back up a little bit, if you do give them apple cores, you should remove the apple seeds because they do carry levels of arsenic. We're draining our pool. It's time. Of course, if you have kids, they should be helping out with the chickens, and Mackenzie's job is to monitor their food and check for eggs every day. She fills up the feeder whether it's empty or not. She just adds a scoop every day, and that way you'll never be caught by surprise that they're empty. Other things that they've really enjoyed that we've given them is leftover pizza, especially the crusts, leftover cheeseburgers. Oh my gosh, do they ever go crazy for those, especially the meat part. They love everything about it. Pretty much chickens can eat just about everything that you can, with the exception of avocados. Tomatoes, I heard, are not especially good for them. And citrus, you're not supposed to give them a whole lot of oranges or limes or things like that. But you would be surprised at what they find tasty. Our chicken Noodle absolutely will like throw elbows for McDonald's French fries, and like the mushier fries, the better with her. Pot Pie has her favorite food would be the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster. I've seen her thread herself through a pallet that was in her way to get at one of those. Parmesan is eager to please, but she especially loves berries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. She flies over our neighbor's fence in the spring to eat the mulberries off their bushes. She tends to really like the fruits. But just about anything that you probably is past the point where you probably don't want to eat it anymore, but that isn't rotten, is pretty much safe and okay to give a chicken. Don't give a chicken rotten fruit. If it's showing mold and it's looking deflated and it's getting, fruit flies and stuff, it's time to throw that out. If you do have a compost bin, that'd be an excellent addition for that. But basically, you want to make sure that what you have is not going to make them sick. But that just gives you a little bit of insight as to how much chickens can actually eat. And especially if you have free-range chickens, they're getting a lot of nutrients just from the ground. The grubs, the worms, the random bugs and things like that they peck through. Give them a lot of nutrition. So when the winter months come, like in Minnesota, it lasts forever here, you definitely got to supplement, protein, calcium, and other things. So those table scraps are not only a welcome treat for them, but they also provide them a lot of nutrition in their winter months. So it'll be winter here soon, guys. So keep watching, like, share, and subscribe. We'll get more chicken and bulldog footage here every week. Talk to you later. Bye.